basically, this was never original.
It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be loud.
So, you know, we decided to do something different this year for the Christmas party. I recently moved out of the neighborhood into a house that I've owned for 10 years with my brother that's been a rental. It's a much larger house. Lower value, lower price point, kind of out in the suburbs, but for me, just kind of get away and give me a little bit of an oasis. You know, I moved out here, and it just happens to have this big 500 square foot bonus room on the back of the house. It was like a garage, so we kind of came up with the idea that it could be our event center for DEECO if we needed it, and which means it needs to be finished. And again, I don't really have time to work on my own house, so I've been doing things like this backsplash from the hours of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. as I can, you know, with Mark's been over here helping me cut tile, and he's an electrician. I've had Will, my assistants, coming through, you know, helping with everything he can help with. And so I've got guys coming over today to finish sheetrock patches and touch up paint. So in standard DEECO fashion, we are down to the wire for the Christmas party. We have backsplash grout at about 50%, which is gonna have to stay that way. We've got touch-up paint going on. We've got our handles going on. We've got decorations almost done. We've got a lot of cleanup to do. We're gonna use this back bonus room of mine as the temporary event center. We got painters, we got Polly, as always. Mario Jose Carlos is here.
Am I holding beer?
There is beer in there from like a year ago. Nobody knows how to, I could never figure out how to open that. So it's, someone's like, hey, you want to buy this canister of beer?
That was literally my next question.
I have no idea how to open it. So the cleanup continues. Willie!
Your truck and I thought you were leaving.
My truck is about to leave. We are wrapping up the outside. Willie's gonna keep this shit clean.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna move some dirt around the fire pit.
Some gravel. All right.
Finish out the front of the house.
All right, I think we've got some more lights to put up, but I'll be back before the end of the day to kind of make sure everything's where it needs to be. Obviously, all the trash, all the materials, you know, ready for the party. Aaron's like, what do I do now? Willie's like, sweep the gravel into a pile. It's not that hard. Hang on. You guys need training? You need more training? We're gonna make this happen. It might take me coming by here every 2 hours to make sure they stay on track, but. All right, off we go. Coolest damn cat ever. Hey, Bob.
What's up?
I'm tired. What's up, Juan Dale? Come get your forms. Jason.
Yeah.
You got all the checks ready? My login, I won't tell you the whole thing, but it's Daddy DEECO. I don't know when I became daddy, but it's nice to come in and not have a million emails because everybody's on vacation. So even our clients are like leaving me alone. So today we're gonna go do a walkthrough with Jason and Nicholas. Jason and Nick, since they've been together, I think have moved house to house every 2 years. Jason's design style is immaculate. He moves into a house, makes it spectacular, and then people throw money at him. So I'm looking forward to seeing the final product because, like I said, his design style is amazing, and I'm kind of in love with what he does.
Okay, so this is our Valentine flip that we started earlier this year. It sat on the market. Me and Nicholas kind of, we had come to the decision that our house in Fairmount wasn't really, we loved it, but it couldn't do what we wanted to do long term. And so Dustin, in his infinite salesmanship, managed to convince us to buy this place and add on to it. And the front of the house had pretty much already been done. We tried to preserve as much as we can up here. It's not nearly as old as any Fairmount house, but she's still almost 80 years old. Post-war little cottage. The whole goal was to create two separate spaces, mainly because we like the formal space, but being modern times, we know that we're rarely going to use it. Right. And if we can shut it off, keep our dogs out, and it becomes a nice guest space, just a nice space for entertaining. But during the work week, we're not going to be up here. So it's kind of the culmination of every house we've ever had together and all the ideas we've ever had. And then this right here is the end of the original house. And this is part of an addition that was done a long time ago, which we turned into a friend of mine coined it as the family entry, which is the entry you probably use most. Pantry, laundry, coffee bar, extra storage, and then we step into the addition. And basically we transition from kind of a preserved eclectic up there to just an ultra modern space back here. Huge full kitchen, chef style appliances. This is a product of being my own worst client and not project managing myself very well, as furniture shows up a month early. So these 7 boxes, each weighing 150 pounds a piece, keep having to move from room to room so we can finish. Basically, this will be set up, you step down here to the right and we'll have this kind of late 70s style, almost conversation pit. And you step down into the living room, big couch here, just simple TV on the wall, a couple pieces of art, just real simple and minimal in here. And then eventually this will open out into, we'd like to do a pool. So we had these custom, much larger than normal French doors made. And then, the two of us need our space from each other in the morning. So, huge area for the bed, the 3 dogs, kind of hopefully a sitting area, just a lot of space to do what we need to do. And then kind of a bathroom just specifically designed for us. We each get a closet, we go in there. I'm a morning person, Nicholas is not. So we thought the best solution was to just be able to be separate from each other when we're getting ready in the morning. Floating vanity here, eventually there'll be a nice garden that we can look out in the morning. Suspended mirrors, something that's just a little bit different. We're almost there. And that's pretty much it in here.
Stay close to me though, because it's dangerous.
Why?
Because there's nails and trash and debris everywhere. You want to hold my hand? All right. This is the garage. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Why did the mixer just put concrete on
They just put concrete on there. See these? That's how it's called J-bolts. That's how we bolt the framing down to the foundation. This is a pretty invasive project, dude. I mean, we took off all the brick on the backside, tied a foundation, doweled it into the existing foundation beam wall, and we're adding, as you can see, 1,200 square feet of living space and then a 500 square foot garage. See that? That's for the master tub. No, you know what? That's the vanity. That's the vanity. That's the tub. That's the shower. And then that's the closet. So this is the whole living room. When you walk in, this wall will be down. It's here now because it's got to hold the roof up. We're going to take that back half of the roof off, pop 2 French doors in there, out to the backyard. Big open living room space. Big double door coming in the front. Tray the ceiling up. Really cool old fireplace. All new windows going in. It's going to be amazing. I love these old windows. These are original mid-century modern steel casement windows. And the designer, I love her to death, but she's like all about modern everything, or new everything. New, you know, these old windows have no value to her. I'm gonna take these windows and probably build a greenhouse out of them because they're amazing. So yeah, that's the hallway. Yeah, we're good on that plumbing. We're real good on it. It's in the perfect spot. Put this back. You don't want to fall, do you? You want to kiss my face there, don't you? Give it to me. Sugar. Yes. All right. Oh. So sweet. Ready? All right. Kiss me. Let's go.
We are headed to Lou Lambert's house. Lou Lambert is a bunkhouse group, owns a bunch of hotels and restaurants. Super cool guy. Super fun to work for. And the projects that he has us do are like, we built a huge greenhouse for him on his property with like steel casement windows, 10 by 12 beams as framing instead of like lumber as framing, roofs on fur, all kinds of cool stuff.
So we recently started a project for a friend slash almost family member slash crew member. A lady named Shannon owns the Bearded Lady, which is a very popular sort of local staple. It was one of the very first restaurants slash bars on Magnolia, which is like the main drag in Fairmount. She's got a very specific eye for things, and she just kind of killed it. And also got into a little bit of a disagreement with her business partner slash landlord. So she parted ways with him, found a new property. So we've got the walls framed, and then we've got, Mark, our hero electrician. And I love Mark that we call him Grandpa Grouch, which I think you've spent some time with him. This guy is extremely knowledgeable in all things electrical.
This was a project that we started a while back, and my job is to make sure that all the electrical gets done in time and make sure it's all to code, and just basically we're just giving them the best product that we can give them.
The 1909 Sixth is sort of another military connection. I don't think she hired us because of this, but super cool lady, one of those that relied on us entirely for the design, which is always cool because we get to put our sort of stamp on it.
Right now we're getting framing over here done so we can add the addition, the bathrooms and everything else like that. But like with any remodel, it's always interesting once you start tearing the walls. The way they had it, this back here wasn't, they changed an add-on, so they have framing that supports the roof that ends right there. Okay. So we have to, if we're moving that support further back, we have to continue that support that's up there so the roof doesn't fall in.
And nothing's plumb, nothing's square, nothing's straight, nothing, you know, but, you know, part of life and part of the job. And they're also trying to mix new and old because you've got this old existing structure and yet they want some of the new modern designs coming into it. And so pairing the two is always crazy.
DEECO boost.
Sean got it the night it came out. I remember the day.